What up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talk. And today's title for this video will be work schedules. Now, today is a brand new day, and today is May 24, 22. In case you didn't know, now you know. Now, why am I bringing up work schedules? Now, for those who haven't had a job or don't know what work schedules is, it could be either a piece of paper or something you can look up online that tells you when to go break, what time you come in and what time do you leave, and what time you take your lunch. It has all the information that you might want to know and probably the times that you look forward to when you're at work and you go to work every single day. So, it's no secret that I have started a career and I started a new job this year, and I'm still adjusting to everything that's been going on, even though I'm already 5 months in. But I've been trying to gain my experience, moving around here and there just to see how other techs work, other places work, and every place is different. So even with that said, some of the basic things remain the same. Like some of the basic things are the same no matter what company you work with. The time you come in, the time you leave, the time you take break, you take your lunch. Unless, of course, you don't have the clientele or like the people to back you up. Maybe sometimes you're asked to pull a double. Maybe sometimes you're short in staff and things might change in order to work around lunches, breaks, and all that good stuff. And you try to do it when you can. So, where I'm going with this story is that I've been following my schedule through a website that posts our schedule for a month ahead. So for a whole month, I know what my schedule looks like, which is pretty cool. I think I find it really amazing because it lets me plan ahead, and I can see a little bit of my future. Okay, I'm going to be at work these days, and I'm going to be off these days. So that's pretty nice. So in this work schedule that I've been following, it tells me what time I come in and what time I leave. Now, I did mention earlier that I've been moving around in a couple places. So I learned that there's also a physical copy. Now, with the recent new coworkers that I had, I asked, why do you guys go by that work schedule? I was told it's because sometimes we switch, days to cover a different person's shift. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty new. I'm still getting my feet wet and gaining my experience. I really haven't switched with anybody, traded with anybody yet. So I just been following my schedule. So the other day, my schedule was posted back to back a certain time, and it told me to leave at a certain time. Now, the time that it told me to leave caught me off guard because it told me to leave the earliest I ever been posted to leave. And I kind of figure, some companies, they might let you work 6 days, 5 days, depending on how many hours you put in or how much overtime they allow you to have. So I kind of figured, hey, okay, so they cut my days for 2 days for this just 1 week, and they gave me an extra day, so maybe that's why. So I ended up leaving, and then I come back the next day, and people were like, oh, hey, where'd you go? I went home. Why did you go home? Because that's the time that was on my schedule telling me to leave. But don't you work so-and-so? Yeah. I kind of found it odd too, but nobody told me anything. So, and then there was a lot of us working that day. There was a lot of us. There was like no place to sit, no place to, everybody was already doing a job, and we even had extra people that could have been helping out the people that were already doing their job, which it wasn't a busy day. It was kind of like a slow day. And I kind of figured, maybe that's another reason why they asked me to leave early during certain days. And I ended up leaving the first day, like the way my schedule came back the next day. They asked me if I was that I got lost or whatever. And I'm like, no, I knew exactly where I was supposed to be. It told me to be off at this time. I even clocked out. I waved bye to my boss when I left. My boss thought I went on my last break, which I didn't. Took advantage of leaving earlier to spend time with my family that day. And so it was kind of like a little huddle. They huddled around me and they were all asking me questions, and I was giving them my straight answers because those were my straight answers. And then they told me about a physical schedule, the one that I was telling you where people trade shifts and this and that. I was like, okay, I did ask my coworkers about that, and my boss told me, okay, we go by this schedule. So I'm looking at the schedule. I was like, let me take a look at it. But this one only tells me what time I come in. It doesn't tell me what time I left. So even if I would have looked at the other schedule, I would have still left at 5:30 because that's the time that it was telling me on my online schedule. So sometimes even things don't add up, Sometimes things don't make sense. But people expect you to know. People just expect you to know. No, it doesn't work like that. Without communication, we wouldn't get anywhere. Without talking, we wouldn't get it anywhere. And sometimes there's people that want to help you. Sometimes there are people that don't want to help you at all, And I'm surprised how some of those people that don't want to help you are very blunt, and they could care less, and they just see nothing's wrong. They just go on off like la 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 la. Like, don't you look at yourself in the mirror? Don't you just see what you just did was kind of rude? Like, to me, I find it kind of rude. Like, if somebody was asking me, hey, can you help me do something? And you're like, nah, it's cool. That's like, bro, why are you going to wait for the day when we're super busy and then you need help and now I can't help you because you didn't take the time, you didn't take the 5 minutes to teach me something new? So those things happen anywhere and everywhere, especially like if you're a new person, no one knows you, no one is willing to come up to you and talk to you. The number of people when I started new jobs who came up to me and said hello or hi or introduced themselves was always just the people who hired me and the managers that, were responsible for me. I did have maybe one coworker out of all my jobs that did come up to me and gave me their hand and said, I'm so-and-so. And that was by far the most impactful one out of everybody, because everybody's more like, you're over here, they're over there, they're just looking at you, you're looking at them, and you're having an awkward stare look at a staring contest. But anyways, work schedules. Break, lunch, time you come in, time you leave. These companies, man, I keep telling you, man, a lot of these companies don't take time to train people anymore. They just expect you to know. And if we continue to do this, if we continue to move forward, people are going to be making a lot of mistakes. And when you do make those mistakes, they expect you to learn from them and do it once and don't make that mistake again, and you'll be okay. But sometimes, you got to be careful the risk you're taking with those mistakes that you're letting people do, because it might affect people's lives. That's just me, though. What do you guys think? If you guys have any opinion, leave your comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, is yours truly, Ricky Rick. Sometimes this is one of the reasons why I do my Ricky Talks, man, because sometimes things don't add up, and I have thoughts, man. I have thoughts and I have opinions, and I need to express these, man. Sometimes I find myself thinking things, wanting to say things, and then I keep them to myself, and then I hear somebody else saying, I'm just like, damn. And that's what I'm saying over here, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. But onwards and forward and onwards. It's a new day. Let's make it great. Hope you guys have a good day. Your boy Ricky Rick. Until the next video.